They could still be involved in some gang stuff,
You
even
think
though they're
there's
fake.
so many members of the fake dollars that the fake dollars is an actual gang?
Yes.
Which is so dumb. Hey everybody, welcome back to another Stoneface Reactions. I'm Theta, this is Justin, and we are here with episode 6 of Durarara, the last in our catch-up series for the month. Once again, thank you to Master Detective, this time not in the middle of the episode, but right there at the beginning.
Right from the beginning, we investigated, we found the spot.
Okay. And how about we go ahead and get into what you remember from last time?
Last time was focused on the emergence of a slasher and dealt with a lot more of showing gang members, specifically the yellow scarves. There was some moments where people would be jumped. There's some murders. Apparently, the wounds from the slasher on Dullahan left them talking to her as they healed. And there was some implied darker stuff going on. More stuff with the teacher and harassing the student, but being called out this time. And a girl's boyfriend is apparently our blonde-haired main character. But she's in a hospital room.
Oh, okay. I didn't know who you were talking about for a second, so...
So yeah, there's a lot going on.
Well, there's a lot of interconnectivity going on. That would be hard to tell if you weren't keeping track on some sort of board. But we don't have one of those right now, so it's going to be all difficult to tell.
Exactly. Once we have the board, it'll help out a little bit.
It helps for names at the very least.
But we'll see as it goes on. I believe the dots will start to connect.
For me, the board has always been best for just remembering names and faces. Or rather, I'm a face guy. I don't have a problem with faces. And it's just real hard to point that out in a non-real environment, you know? It's the, the guy who has the hair. He has this thing with the other guy with also the hair. Yeah, that kind of problem. So that's where the
guy with
really
the
lies.
hair that's sassy versus the guy with the sassy hair. They had a fight.
Yeah. See, that's my point being is that the lines on the board really don't help me that much because I instantly remember all the connections. It's just what their fucking name is. It's that it throws me off. Plus, American. They're Japanese names. I can barely pronounce them, let alone remember them. Is that everything you got?
That is everything I got.
All right. That's it. I guess we go ahead and start the show.
But before we get started,
make sure that you hit the like button,
hit that subscribe button,
comment down below to feed that algorithm.
On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this, unfiltered,
uncensored,
and uncut,
as well as some early access stuff,
you can check it out over on the Patreon.
It's just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure.
There's zero pressure in order to do that. It's just a little bit of extra support, and it would be greatly appreciated.
After a couple of recordings back where somebody, I think it was Jujutsu Kaisen, where somebody said salmon, or you said salmon, and then on my screen a second later somebody said salmon, I've been having the habit of clicking the start button 30 seconds before I say go. Not because I'm concerned that you're ahead of me, but it takes me at least 30 seconds to even think about anything that I've seen as it's happening. I need that little bit of leeway to catch up. The brain has never been good. I think it's even more damning that I say I'm bad with names. Every episode starts with a picture and their name.
I think it'd be different if it was also not our first language.
I have to wonder if we'd even be watching this if this is our first language. There's an element of it, right, that it's like this is foreign, which makes it instantly a little bit more interesting.
Yes.
would we consider it the same as our like more adult American cartoons?
I don't know.
Because certainly that option is always out there that I mean, not for the channel. I just mean like the idea that you and I could just like decide on our own one day to watch, I don't know, an example of an American adult cartoon. I guess maybe what was it, Princesses of Power? What am I thinking of? She-Ra? She-Ra's kind of more like
Yeah.
an adult, it's based on a very childlike thing, but it's got a very adult storylines.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, She-Ra's awesome. Oh, kidnapper's van?
Yeah.
I guess now we know what these guys get up to during the night.
Yeah.
Oh, they're in the dollars. Oh, that's Dota-chan.
Got it.
It's not his name. That's why it confused me. You know, just to keep a theme going across all the episodes we recorded. You know another show where they drive down steps all the time that we watch here on the channel? Want to make a guess?
I do not.
Macross 7.
Is it Macross?
There you go.
That's gonna fuck your back up.
Oh man, this guy got hit by a supernatural scythe before. Like all the way through.
Yeah.
I wonder if this is going to be a habit. Remember last episode started at the end and then came back around again?
Yeah, I think it's going to.
Well, I wonder if I made a theory about the dollars yet. Maybe everyone that's gray is in the dollars.
Oh.
No, never mind. We just found out they're fucking in the dollars and they're in color. Instantly blown my own theory. I was going with the whole the dollars are a colorless gang thing. All these people are colorless.
Mm-hmm.
そういう人たちが池袋から渋谷の間で大勢消えてるみたいですよ。しかも一度消えたら二度と見つからない。本当ですか？
Where's the sinks at?
もっと怖い噂もありましてね。
Also, that was being built backwards. You go up, because if not, it's gonna fall.
I don't know. Maybe he's applying the adhesive first and then.
Even so, the way those work is it's like a cement type thing, and it has to dry.
Let me be honest with you, my mind has already drifted. I was thinking, why don't you just have the bathrooms be separated by sex, and then have a communal hand-washing area? I don't know what this place is supposed to be. So my first thought is crack den, but none of these people look like drug addicts.
Yeah.
Also, our Garyu... I never say that right. Garyu girls are here? And we know they've got money, so I don't know why they'd be in a crack den.
Oh, so it makes sense why they would, because if they're looking to sell people.
No, I meant our girls, not these three.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, if this is gang affiliated, it could be in relation to their boyfriends.
No, remember, that was fake dollars.
That's what I mean. They could still be involved in some gang stuff,
You
even
think
though they're
there's
fake.
so many members of the fake dollars that the fake dollars is an actual gang?
Yes.
Which is so dumb. What flag is that?
飯代にもならないんじゃね
I want to say Italian, but I don't think that's right. Brazil?
I think, yeah, I think so.
Problem is those are very used colors.
弟系っていうか女装少年ですけどね。俺は妹系お助け妖精キャラが欲しいっす。あ、お姉さん系でも OK っす。
飯ん時その話は許さねえからな。
ドタチン、ご飯行こう。ご飯。
おう。
いやいやいや、門田さん相変わらずすげえ。
Also, I don't think they were covered with plastic last time we saw them.
コンセプ
They
ト
were.
は穏やかなくつろぎを
I do not
提供
remember
す
that.
るワンランク上のキャバクラだそうだ。
あ、急いだ方がいいよ。今日は月に一度の日だからね。
おう。
Also, he had like, what, 6 tiles to do last time we saw him?
皿
Yeah.
割れた。買えよ新しい皿。
100均、100均。ひょっとして誰かにさらわれたの間違いだったりして。
考えすぎだろ。
The difficulties with another language.
早く眠らせろ。
Yeah.
Uh-oh, we spilled the chloroform all over the back of the van.
あの噂。
はい。
大丈夫だよ。あんな噂嘘嘘。そうだよ。ハリマさんは失踪したわけで、さらわれたと決まったわけじゃないし、ハリマさんが拉致されて処理され
Even
た
though
ん
we
だけ
do
ど
know there's a bunch of kidnappers out there.
なぜに具体表現ポケツ。
はいにぎり3人前ね。大丈夫、うちの寿司ネタは魚ね。半額の日も人間でない。でもね、
続くのかこの話題。サイモン、表の登りがぶち折れてたぞ。
登り
うん、登り直しに行こう。ね。ね、直しに行こう。
本当ね。角の寿司はね、半額の日魚でない。人間ね、人間。
登りね。
怖いね。
車いた車にしません？いた車。いっすよい
What
た
if that's
車。
what really serves as a hairnet in a sushi place?
高いだろ。外車だから。
What if that's even its
手
intent?
の車庫ください。
Maybe?
I was just confused. I didn't know if he was supposed to look like a sailor or a chef or.
危ないっすね。
普通、一瓶丸ごとぶちまけるか。しかも自分に。ダメっすよ。俺、眠すぎっす。
I don't know if that's the effect it would have, but
やばいやばい。まぶた。
I don't know. I've never been chloroformed.
前見ろ。
I know it's supposed to
I
knock you
can't say
out,
that I
but
have either.
この人眠いのもとね。その辺に捨てるとみんな良くなるね。
I mean, apparently it's not like it is in TV or movies anyway. It doesn't immediately knock you out either. You gotta be
Yeah.
like there holding it for a while, and they've gotta have like no other means of breathing.
お、なんだこりゃ。
Indeed.
さっきのメール、皿が割れたんじゃなかったんすよ。
ああ。
丼っすよ。
ドタチン。簡単漢字変換。
カズターノのやつ。
カズターノは人間狩りの連中にさらわれたんだ。もう二度と見つからねえ。カズターノなしで俺はこの先どうすりゃいいんだ。一体何を支えに生きてきゃいいんだ。
俺たちは皆トグサにとって
I
カズター
think
ノがどれほど
the
大切な人
big
間
thing
か
for this
よく
show
わ
is
かる
going to be human traffickers taking humans to be experimented on, and what's being created is these
ちょっ
weird,
と寂しいがな。
like supernatural things.
メールが来た時にさらわれたんならそう時間は経ってない。連中がカズターノを納品しちまう
I mean,
前
we
に
only
見つけ
seen
出して
2 so far,
取り戻す
so
な。
けど
どうやって。
知ってるよ。
Kidnappings and supernatural creatures. So
奴らの車を見たよ。
Yeah.
ハシム。
来た。最強弟系お助け妖精キャラ。
テキサス州エルパソの町
うん、
に宇宙人解剖
わかった。
実験施設は実在
見つけたら中の外国人を解放すればいいんだね。
宇宙人解剖
and possibly aliens exist.
どこで商品を上に引き渡すのかはわからない。だが一刻も早く助け出したいんだ。
オーケー、黒い版ね。
It's
ナンバー
crazy.
わかる？
Yeah.
ああ、ちょっと待って。いいよ。
ありがとな、はじめ。
寿司食べられる？
じゃあな。
これわさび？入ってるよ。
大丈夫。ロシアのわさびは辛くないから。
嘘教えちゃダメっすよ。
行くぞ。
おう。
Russian wasabi.
Isn't very strong, he says. And then they say, don't lie to him.
I just don't know what the hell Russian wasabi is.
Wasabi made in Russia.
実行部隊はどっかの悪徳企業の下だけ。まあ下っ端の下っ端だね。
It doesn't have the environment for it.
消えても足のつか
Well,
ない
maybe,
人間を探っては
maybe you're maybe. Maybe you're forgetting that we live in an international culture where goods and spices can be transferred all over the globe into their non-regional variants. Look at America. We're not the originator of most of the shit that we eat.
It's true.
There's the girl we never met yet. That's in the opening and an ending.
Yep.
Looking at something.
I love the fact that our first meeting of her is her being like, bitch, please. Ah.
But also her brother is the kid who's with the other head neck girl. Gave her the shopping list and not the things she needed.
俺たちはカズターノをさらった黒いパンを必死に探した。きっと助け出すという思いを胸に。思いつく限りのことを試したが、カズターノの行方は用として知れなかった。俺の心を不安がよぎった。
So wasabi actually does also grow in areas of Russia.
I mean, Russia is the biggest country on the earth, so that extends from, it's an Asian country. It's an Asian European country. He's a ticket scalper.
カズターノは今や絶滅しつつあるなりわいの男。
Yeah.
そしてトグサはそのカズターノに人生の最も大きな喜びを委ねていた。トグサの永遠の女神、ヒジリベ・ルリ。トグサが全く一方的に愛を捧げている女神。カズターノは入手さえ困難な女神に最も近い席をゲットしてくれるトグサの魔法使いだ。トグサのために
I don't know if that's the person they were referring to as being a boy dressed as a girl.
しかも誰と。
I don't think so.
I was talking about the person on stage.
No, that's what I mean. I don't think so. I think it was the person that told them about the van.
They mentioned it really early in the episode before this guy got abducted. So I don't know why they would be talking about the van at that point.
なんだお前。
その声ドタジンだ。
そうそう。通りかかったら人が寝ててさ、携帯鳴ってるから代わりに。
My boy's just everywhere.
ここ南池袋大正圏の斜め前。だってさ、今日ロシア寿司のサービスデーじゃん。
いいぜ、池袋に来るんじゃね
ああ、しずちゃんに見つかった。じゃあね。
The things you gotta do to get a little cheap sushi.
Yeah.
そいつはよせ。永遠の眠りにつくだろう。
けど急がないとカズターノが。
そうっすよ。納品されたら処理されちまいますよ。
2 hammers and 2
Chisels.
Yeah. For some reason I thought they were going to be ice picks, but then they're like scrapers. I couldn't figure it out.
どうするんすか？
俺がこいつの釣りにカズターノの引き渡し場所を吐かせてやる。
もうすぐ引き渡し時刻っす。
Smart move.
上の人が来るからよく見てろよ。
I mean, one of your first theories about who was their boss, because they were talking about their bosses in the first episode. We never met them.
そんじゃ
Yep.
戸籍にも日本人って書いてあんだろうな。そこポイントね。戸籍は空襲で燃えたよ。年いくつだよおめえは。
I like that.
俺だけど。
あ、金沢。
Because he's referring to something in World War II, so it's like, how old are you?
てかさ、引き渡し場所どこだっけ？
たくしょうがねえな。
なんだ
What the?
Remember, he's just out of it.
眠いよ
And they do kind of seem like the kind of group that would say we are the dollars.
実にシンプルだった。もともとトグサとユマサキとカリサワは気がついたら俺の周りに集まっていた。俺みたいな人間のどこがいいのか、まったく奇特な連中だぜ。
So I think the dollars are a group of good guys.
一通のメールが来た。ダラーズに加わらないか。何の束縛もルールもない。ただダラーズと名乗るだけでいい。そんな奇妙な誘い。しばらく前からちょいと変わった組織だと噂になっていたダラーズ。最初は誰かのいたずらかと思ったが、試しに承諾してみると、翌日 URL とパスワードが送られてきた。ログインしてみれば、ダラーズのサイトに俺のハンドルが表示されていた。俺も含めてメンバーの誰一人としてリーダーの姿を見たことがない。組織の中にはいくつもの小組織があり、それぞれが縦社会を形成しているのに、一番上だけが見当たらない。俺は上がいない以上、誰かの下についたという感覚はない。だが、
How are the fake dollars fake dollars?
気にならないと言ったら嘘になる。
When literally nobody knows who's in the organization, who's on the top, and the only rule of being a dollar is calling yourself a dollar.
あの無礼な男。
Would that imply that the fake dollars are real dollars?
By proxy, yes, but I don't know.
We know there's no rules either. So if you're in the dollars, you can do whatever the hell you want.
ごめん、セルティ。あいつ、いくら
He's
で
never gonna get those light bulbs that you wanted.
ま、お勤め品だろうな。かな、やっぱ。上の人かな。
I know I didn't comment it when it was happening, but there was something about the way Isaiah was working and the way Shinzu was working there that implied something, and I don't remember what it was. But I know I wrote a note about it, so past me will save the day on this later.
そう簡単にいくかな、シャラクセ。
お、レトロなセリフ。
シャラってなんすか？首なし。値引き覚悟で親父にしたのに。
Why does the Doulahan care about this guy?
もうしません。
なんだ。
カサノ。どっちの。
あ、逃げる。
And now to the beginning of the episode.
Yeah.
They kind of invented the YouTube Shorts trick, creating the infinite video.
帰っていいかな。
さ、商品をどこに納入してんのか、さっさと吐いた方がいいぜ。
いやいやいや、拷問なしで測れちゃつまんないじゃないっすか。
ま、一冊選んでくださいよ。
本の内容にちなんだ拷問にするから。
あ、おい、お前ら、なんでもいいが、こないだみたいに車の中でガソリン使うなよ。
ガソリンの朝の儀式するね。
Because they just seem far rougher than we've ever seen them be before.
Yeah.
I mean, look, they're like explaining torture methods at him with stuff. Because they seem so harmless in the first episode.
True. A pharmaceutical company. Yeah.
俺たちは半信半疑だった。少なくとも表から見る限りは。だが、物事に大抵表と裏ってやつがある。ことにこの池袋って町には思いもつかないような裏が山ほどある。さて、どっかで
I don't know, they said that they're only half sure about it.
Uh-huh.
And technically, we are only 6 episodes in of a 2-season thing.
How many episodes per season?
I don't remember. I'd have to check after the episode. Oh, Headless Girl again, or Neck Girl, rather.
Okay, so she's an experiment.
Also, that's KFC. A really weird KFC was in the background.
今日のところは仲間が無事戻ってきたってことで、俺たちはハッピーだぜ。
So yeah, revelations?
No, none. Like, we know more about the dollars now, but we don't actually know about them.
24
Also,
episodes
are
in
they
the first
actually a
season
part
and
of
12
the dollars?
episodes in the second season.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry, there's 2 cores of the second season, so 24 episodes, both seasons. 24 episodes. Wait, what? No? 24 episodes in the first season? There might be 36 episodes to this thing. It might be 3 seasons.
Okay.
24 episodes in the first season, 12 episodes in the second, 12 episodes in the third. So 48 total.
40. So is it 2 seasons, 3 cores?
My problem is that I'm not looking at like a reputable source that just collects all the information. I'm looking at season 1, a listing that has 24. Then this thing called Durarara times 2, the second arc, which is 12 episodes. No, wait, sorry. There's Durarara times 2, which is 12 episodes. Hold on, let me look at this thing here first.
うるせえ、うぜえ、ムカつく。怒りを抑えられねえと体が勝手に動いちまう。自分がどうなろうとお構いなしだ。次回、国士無双。だが俺は暴力が嫌いだ。
So I'm gonna guess a Shinzu background episode.
Yeah, that's my best guess.
So Durarara, season 1, 24 episodes. Durarara times 2, 12 episodes. Durarara times 2, the second arc, 12 episodes. Durarara times 2, the third arc, 12 episodes. And then various specials and whatnot. So, 60 episodes?
I'm gonna go with cool. I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know either. Otherwise, though, I've got this thing to link you. Once.
Is it a board?
No, it's an easy way to save money on your car insurance by switching to Geico. Of course, I should bring that up on screen. Because it's been forever since there's been a reminder about this. But otherwise, this board, I think, is only up to date to episode 5.
Got it.
I just realized, because the characters, as they would have appeared in episode 6, I would have done after that episode. And after that episode was when I was trying to decide how I was going to handle this moving forward. So obviously I did not do work on the board.
Sure?
What, that they have the last name? I mean,
Because
by the way that names
Haruna's
work, I'm pretty sure.
confusing me.
The what now?
Where was Haruna in the episodes?
Episode 5.
Okay.
I would say don't focus too much on that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the interconnected network of how everybody relates to one another. Celtic, Black Line connected. The problem here is that I recognize that some of these faces are kind of spoilery, but it's just based on where I get the pictures from. I had no.
That's perfectly fine.
I mean, to be fair, we never saw Shinjin's face. We just saw him like claw guy from Inspector Gadget. It was just,
Yeah.
So, yeah, Black Line there, because I don't know what the relationship is. He experimented on her and then brought her over.
This is going to be a board that I go, that's a lot of lines. It's going to take a couple times looking at it to figure out.
Well, I mean, we also don't know Kita's relationship to Isaiah. That's why it's another Black Line. I've only explained the Black Line, so I think everything else is obvious. Because obviously Isaiah, we see all his connection to the girl at the hospital, his connection to Kita, therefore we don't know their relationship. Unlike future boards that came after this, or maybe I used it differently, purple just means that they're in the same class. It doesn't mean they're in a relationship or anything.
Got it.
That's why these three, technically Kigari would have been in their class, so that's why it's there. These two are the only ones we know are in that class together, Ryo and Kaida. The antagonism is obvious. Obviously, these two, the sexually harassing teacher and the girl he sexually harasses, red line, because that's a clear enemy sort of relationship.
Yeah.
Mika got bumped into in episode 1 by these two.
Indeed.
So we don't know what the relationship is, but they clearly met. Yagari talked to Henri that one time. Near the bridge area.
Yep.
We don't know what their connection is to one another. Other than Gigari was her friend's boyfriend, but was unwilling to talk to her at the time, so. I mean,
it could be a protection situation.
I think mostly based on my previous notes from episode 5, I think I was leaning towards a mind control scenario. But having seen that it's his sister that's at the place that we saw the flash of the head, I don't think she'd be doing that to her brother. Specifically, she picks up the picture, sees him, says his name, and then hugs the picture. That ain't the way that you deal with that, I don't think.
Correct. My only active suspicion might be a witness protection type thing.
I don't think you hand it off to a high school kid.
I don't know, though. That's
Also, we've seen 2 people in suits so far. That's not really been a government or law enforcement presence.
Yeah.
And we deal mostly with gangs, so.
Yeah, but we're also being introduced to the possibility of a pharmaceutical company doing experimentation, which could lead into that sort of involvement.
But again, they said that they were only half sure.
Yeah.
And we are 6 episodes in out of 60. We're a 10th of the way in. It seems to me that unless we've got a bunch of crazy hurdles we're gonna be jumping through later, that'd be insane to actually reveal the twist so early. Not unless the twist is so good, it plays out for 10 times the amount of episodes.
Yeah, no, I think we're on the same page with that.
Well, any other thoughts about the board?
No, I'm happy it's there. It'll help with the names.
I like
I'll
that
have
I
to
asked and
play it
instantly
out.
saw that Justin has left the board immediately when I asked you. And you
Yeah.
say, no, I'm out of here. Alright, my thoughts then on episode 6 as previously written.
Yep.
Is everyone going to turn out to be a part of the dollars? Given the wide net method of recruiting and no one knowing who the rest of the people are, other than screen names, entirely possible gang members could be double dipping. Also, if they recruit via email spam, I could see the old teacher from the school just joining up by accident. It at least fits into the theory better than everything else so far. I think I wrote that, and my current idea, I guess, by this point of my notes, is that everybody in color is part of the dollars. Which is why other gang members would be in color, because I said, if you're just broad spectrum recruiting everybody, it's entirely possible for other gang members to double dip. So yeah, I'll join the dollars too. What the fuck, why not?
I'm gonna say I don't like that theory.
It fits everybody but two people in my mind. Like I said, the old guy teacher, old people are bad with technology, especially old Japanese men. He could have just accidentally clicked an email thing. Dude's computer's probably filled with viruses. I'm just saying. The only people
So
I think it
I'm not
doesn't.
saying it doesn't fit.
The only
I'm
people
saying I
think.
don't like it.
The only people I think. Well, yeah. Well, your fucking coma thing. Eat it. The only people I don't think it fits is the fact that we have two Russian tourists in color. How would you even get their email address, right? So, let's see. So Seji's sister is involved with a group that experiments on humans, or at least is heavily implied to due to the narrative framing of the episode.
Yep.
Yeah, no
Which
further
has been
thought
talked
there.
about from like the first couple episodes.
I don't think so. We didn't even know she existed until this. Well, technically, I guess.
Oh no!
If you don't consider the opening and the ending.
Sister.
Yeah.
Not the sister's been talked about. The idea of experimentation.
I don't think that existed even as a thought until episode 5, when we talk about the doctor. Shinra, the doctor, and his past. Because then that's the first time we get introduced to his dad and experimentation.
No, you're right. Because that was me throwing it out there early.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
My problem is that going into this, doing a fast catch up with you, is that obviously I sometimes do remember the things that I remember. So if you said it, my first thought is, okay, don't react to that because I don't want to give the game away. So trying to suppress it means I don't remember you saying it. But that's the point of a recording. It's not for me, it's for the audience.
Exactly.
The people that go missing fall right into the camp of people Isaiah was preying on in the first episode, but also mentioned foreigners, which led us to Castano this episode. We've only seen a few other foreigners in the show so far. Simon, for one. I think I lost my place there. I think the painter is Japanese and just went to Ireland and not vice versa. There were also those Russian tourists that Simon talked to in a previous episode. I wonder if that is how we end up dragging Simon into all of this.
I think it is. And that fits the human trafficking thing.
Well, it also implies that Isaiah is part of the human trafficking thing.
No, so I think what pulled him in is the Oh no, wait, Isaiah, yes.
Yeah,
I was thinking
my
Simon.
boy. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, my boy, because I was saying the people that he preys on are the people that they target. Remember Rio?
So if we're going on that, idea. I think it could be more of a case of Simon is the after effect of people who are targeted.
Well, I would say that the narrative of it would be probably the Russian girls he talked to before who were here on tourism or whatever get abducted.
Yeah.
And that's where Simon gets brought in. Because I don't think they're going to
Yes.
target Simon. Simon is the guy who fights Shinzu out in the fucking streets. I mean,
So I think Simon is more of like a, hey, you've been through some shit. There's been a kidnap attempt. There's been this. Let me see it. Like that's the people that he plays with.
because my next thought, if Azaya is involved in this, I have to wonder if that is why Shinzu is constantly picking a fight with him and telling him to stay out of Ikebaru.
That makes sense.
I don't think I said that right. Ikebukuro? That it's that's not a turf thing, but that's he's trying to protect everyone in his own way. Like I said before, if people are experimenting on humans, that would serve to explain his super strength, and thus also lend him some inside knowledge. Plus, he was the one that turned Celti back around in the right direction, even when Azaya pointed out to himself that she was going the wrong way. That's the comment that I meant before. Azaya is sitting in a park when Celti goes flying by, and he says, "Oh, she's going the wrong way." And then we see Shinzu down the road pointing out to her, "Hey, you're going the wrong way," implying that Azaya knows the right way and that Shinzu knows the right way.
I could see it.
Also, I guess if Shinzu is my brain. If Shinzu is guarding the area because he knows Azaya is abducting people or setting up their abductions, and he has super strength, I think the implication I was going with that he would have some inside knowledge would be that he was experimented on, which is why he has super strength.
Yep.
No idea why the Gonguru girls were there in that hotel, though. They seemed to be alone in that room, so not as though they were entertaining anyone. It could be that they are down on their luck but carry themselves as higher class in previous episodes that we've seen them in. I imagine that this is a scene that will be cut back to in a later time jump if we ever cover them again. You know, the same way we've done with a couple of characters.
It could also be a partying thing.
But they weren't there with anybody.
It's true, but they could be there to drink or do or it could be a drug thing, like that type of environment. We don't know.
I'm sorry. Something's entered my head when you were. I think when you say "or" followed by an "a" sound, and you're talking about a bunch of girls in a hotel situation, there is a mental leap that happens in some men's minds that can finish the word for you if you don't get there fast enough. I'll leave that to the audience to figure out if you're not picking me up here.
Not.
Okay.
Oh wait. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I picked it up now.
Does the sushi bar around the corner use people on Half Price Day? And that's how they get rid of the people that they are experimenting on? It sounds dumb, but we don't hear Simon say how much. Sorry. We don't hear Simon say much to know how to judge his humor on anything. And in this show, every sentence could be littered with a half-truth that could lead to something bigger.
I could see it.
Like if that... The comment we made before, or I made at least, about would you make your big reveal this early, knowing that we have like 60 episodes of this? That if the reveal is big enough that you could harvest more off of it, like if we write out, oh, they are doing human experimentation, and then we could circle back around to that joke about, you know, Half Price Tuesday or Half Price Weekend, whatever it is, they're using people turns out to not be a joke and we just keep exposing more and more fucking darkness, you could reveal
I think
things
that's
real
very
early.
likely. I think I think this show's set to go dark.
Let's say I don't know Baccano, again, the other show kind of set in this universe, so I don't know what its tone is. And this tone of this show seems upbeat at times. So I don't know where to expect the tone to go, right? Those weird like record scratch moments in anime where you're watching something that's happy, and then boom, everyone's fucking dead. Out of nowhere because they want to like twist your expectations by presenting you one show and then delivering on an entirely different concept.
I think it's an idea of two different worlds overlapping. One that's dark and one that's like fun and bubbly.
Well, the narrator did say that. We live in a bunch of different realities. Alright, my last thought here. Is Dodachin talking to himself, or is he supernatural too? At this point, I wouldn't put it past the show to have a character that breaks the fourth wall.
I don't think he's breaking fourth wall.
He is, and this is just memory here, I don't remember if it's true or not. As far as I know, he is the only character that consistently talks to the audience. He's explaining stuff to the audience at the end of credit scenes. He's constantly talking about he doesn't like to be called Dodachin at the audience, not to himself.
I think you have a narrator.
Yeah, I mean, like for example in Gundam Seed, at the end of every episode, Ramius is the narrator, right?
Yep.
But she's never talking to us, like in the show. Whereas during the episode, Dodachin's like, let me explain to you how we all became members of the Dollars. It's like, who's he talking to?
So I think Dodachin is the one explaining this whole story at the end. I think it's like a fourth wall break. I think it's more of like you're on the other side of an interview break.
And that's how I met your mother.
Exactly.
I didn't watch that show. And, I don't know. I would be disappointed if that was the case. I would I don't know, maybe I'm turning around on this. Okay, so the picture is, we're all waking up from a coma, and Dodachin is explaining everything that happened. No, I still hate it. I hate it more now that you've given me the finger. That plays out so well in podcast format. I think that's all I've got. I don't think I have any new revelations, because as I was watching, I was just remembering that I'd already written something down. Anything new from you, or is that where we're ending up here?
I think that's where we're ending. Like, it's a lot of, I don't get how these dots connect, because we're going over a lot of similar elements to reinforce themes, but I don't know why.
I wonder if shows like this, I should have two concept boards, or just side by side. Concept boards for fucking concepts, and concept boards for character relations. Like, put a thing down like human trafficking, and then human experimentation, Doulahan, and just like lines connecting those together.
I think this show might warrant that.
Like an actual fucking insane concept string board.
We might have to go full string boarding on what else gets added.
That's a thought. Like, put all these character pictures in little photograph frames and tie them like human trafficking we know is referenced by Dodo-chan here. But then we go over here and they're talking about half-price sushi being people. You know? Real crazy level shit.
Yes.
Alright. Well, I think that's it for us today. Once again, I'm not Justin and he's not Theta, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stone-Faced Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video and what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?